Welcome students. Today we are going to start a new topic of the chapter moving charge and magnetism. The topic is we have to find out the force between two parallel current carrying wire. Okay, the current are moving in the same direction. Okay, and these two conductors are infinitely long. So let us try to find out the expression for the force acting between them. Okay. So here there are two wires, one wire is X and the second wire is Y. Okay, and now the current through the X wire is I1 and the current through Y wire is I2. Okay, now due to this current carrying wire, of course there will be magnetic field in the neighborhood of area, and we are trying to find out the expression for the magnetic field at this point due to this current carrying wire X. Okay, so here let us suppose this one is first wire and this one is second wire. So at this point the magnetic field created by this wire, okay, at this point is B1. Okay, and the direction will be into the board. Okay, if all the things are on the board, then the direction of magnetic field will be into the board. How will I assume? How will I actually determine? So it is with the help of right hand thumb rule. If the thumb indicates the direction of current, then in that case the curling of the finger will give the direction of magnetic field. So see here, the curling, the finger is going inside. Okay, the finger is going inside, and this is why the magnetic field is actually perpendicular to this wire but inside the board. Okay, now the expression for this B1 will be equal to mu naught 4 pi into 2 I1 divided by D, where D is the separation between the two wire X and Y. So this one is expression. Here this will be I1, this will be I1. Okay, because this B1 is due to this current I1. Okay, this current I1, and this is why here I1 term is coming over here. Now again we know very well that the expression of the force acting on a wire, on a conductor, is force is equal to I L cross B. Remember, I love Bollywood. Okay, so I L cross B, but L and B, they are at 90 degree with each other. So of course a sine term will come over here, and that sine term, sine theta, will actually be sine 90 degree, and the value of sine 90 is 1. Okay, so simply the expression becomes I L B, or simply you could write in a more proper way B I L. Okay, B I L, this one. So the force on a current carrying wire is BIL, but here let us try to find out the force F2. This F2 must be equal to this magnetic field B1. Here B1 will come over here because B1 is the magnetic field due to this current carrying wire at this point. I, here the current is flowing I2. We have to find out the expression for the force acting on this wire. So here this I2 current we will have to put over here. Okay, into length. Let us suppose the length is unity. We have to find out the expression for the force per unit length. So in that case, let us assume L is 1 unit or 1 meter, whatever. So in that case it will simply becomes 1. So F2 becomes B1 I2. Okay, but we have already expression for the B1. B1 is equal to mu naught divided by 4 pi into 2 I1 divided by D. Just put the value. Mu naught 4 pi into 2 I1 I2 divided by D. See the expression. So this is the expression of force okay, acting on this current carrying wire Y due to current carrying wire X, okay. But what will be the direction? How will I know? So we know very well from the Fleming's left hand rule. Just this one is the direction of magnetic field, okay, and this one is the direction of our middle finger indicates the direction of current, and this one is direction of the magnetic field. Magnetic field is inside the board, so here our thumb will give the direction of the force acting on the wire. So force is towards this X wire, okay. So we have found out the expression for the force, we have found out the expression for the direction. Direction is towards the wire X. Similarly, we can just do reverse. We can easily find out the expression for the force acting on the wire X due to the current carrying wire Y, okay. Let us start. Here the force is F1, okay, and this F1 force must be equal to, see here, B1 I2, it will be simply B2 I1, force per unit length. I am talking about force per unit length, B2 I1, okay. B2 is the magnetic field created by this current carrying wire at this point, and the current carrying here in this wire is I1. So putting this value B2 I2, B2 into I1, and we know that very well, we know B2 must be equal to mu naught divided by 4 pi. It is a common thing. This will be equal to 2 I2 by D, okay. Actually it is due to this current, so the magnetic field expression will have I2 current, okay. So putting this value, we will get F1 is equal to mu naught 4 pi into 2 I1 I2 divided by D, okay. Same expression, this expression and this expression, both are same. So you are finding that the force with which it is being attracted toward the wire X, it is the same force acting on this wire, okay, and the direction of this force will be just the opposite one. It is actually from the Newton's third law of motion. If one is action, then other becomes reaction, okay. So the force overall, it is a attractive force. How to determine the force over here? Again we can use the formula, the expression Fleming left hand rule expression. Fleming left hand rule states that here the B will be towards outside of the board. So this one is board, the current is towards this one is the direction of magnetic field, current is upward, and the thumb indicates the direction of force. So this one force will be towards the wire Y. So overall we are finding that force is attractive 1, okay. One more thing in the examination, it is asked that from this you have to define the expression of the current, okay. So let's start define the 1 ampere current, what is called. So let's start. F1 is equal to mu naught by 4 pi. We know very well mu naught by 4 pi is equal to 10 to the power minus 7. Let us suppose this I1 is 1, this is I2 is also 1, and the distance is also 1, okay. Now what will happen? This expression is 10 to the power minus 7 into 2 into 1 into 1 into 1. This is F1. Let us suppose just removing the subscript sign F. So we are getting the force is 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 Newton. So 1 ampere is that current when this amount of current is passing through two parallel current carrying wire, okay, where the separation between them is 1 meter, okay, and they are placed in vacuum or free space, whatever. Then the force per unit length between them will be, the attractive force per unit length between them will be equal to 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 Newton. So this is the definition of 1 ampere. You should remember, it is the actually becomes 1 ampere is that amount of current which when passed through two parallel current carrying wire, okay, where the current are moving in the same direction, okay, then and they are separated at a distance of 1 meter, then the force will be equal to 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 Newton. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed the class. Thank you.